Shalom, it's me, Sudden Sky, and there is no excuse for the box art of Mega Man 2. He is holding a gun once again. They didn't fix it from the first time they messed up. They obviously knew what Mega Man looked like once again, but no one told him that his hand was the actual gun. Anyway, back to the actual game. For this part, we're going to be taking on Quickman. And if you hold A, you get birds instead of the stars in the background. Birds. Okay. For this one, this stage is really difficult, and to get this life you need item 3, you jump on that, see, that's how that works. But for this one, you need to be quick. Not for this part you just need to jump over those things. But for this upcoming part, right over here, I'd have to say that Quickman is my favorite robot master, that is, in Mega Man 2. But it's probably because he looks like Cutman. There's an E-Tank right there, I just fell past. You need to take the right path over there, but it's harder to get to because you saw those yellow bars that I was passing by? That kills you in one hit. Yep. One hit bar of death. I don't even know what to call them. But you need to be really quick, and even when I do it, I just barely make it. There's very little room for error. Right there, you had to hold left the whole time. You'd have to know every path you need to go to just for this. It's a very trial and error thing. I make it look easy, but it's because I really practiced to impress you guys. Did you like it? Okay, enough of that. Where'd that voice come from? Okay, I just like to phase through these hyper snipers, and it was pretty short. 2 minutes? Wow. Well, anyway, here we have Quickman, and his weakness is Flashman's power. But I just killed myself because I knew I stood no chance. But I really like the weapon we get from Quickman, but I think I didn't use the metal blades for this guy because the metal blades bounce off of him, I think. That's the only reason I could think of. See, you're gonna have to use your Mega Buster for this fight, but this is the fastest way to get his health at least halfway down. Just shoot at him with your health all the way up. He's pretty easy when you have the flash thing. We flashed him. Okay. And he was pretty easy, so just the stage is harder than the actual boss. But I really like Quickman. I like his design, but it's probably because he looks like Cutman, and he's actually my favorite robot master, don't you know? We got the Quick Boomerang, and I really love this power. The Quick Boomerang, you get to use so much, and it wastes very little weapon energy. You'll see a lot of me using that later. I thought I used the metal blades a lot, but it's actually the Quick Boomerang that I like to use. You'll see here. For this frog enemy, I like to destroy the big frog before I destroy all the tiny frogs, because when you destroy all the tiny frogs, he'll just send out some more, and it's just way too annoying for me, and I don't got time for that. These are falling platforms. Mega Man has a lot of those, or maybe they don't, but Mega Man likes the platform. This is a pretty weird background here. Not really liking it, but who cares? And in this game we have water physics. If you jump really high, and you move really slow. And since Mega Man likes to do all of the flickering, this part isn't gonna look so nice on your computer screens. But for this fish boss, you want to destroy the antenna that's on top of his head. I'm wasting so many quick boomerangs, but I'm not losing much weapon energy. That's why I love it so much. And you get to, if you hold the button down, then it goes so quickly. And here we have what seems to be Metroids. Ah, I died. Ugh. The only loss of having to use the quick boomerang all the time is you have to be pink. Ooh, we're pink. Mega Man's pink. I think the reason why I like Quickman in this game so much is because the first time I ever saw him was I think it was Mega Man the Power Fighters, which had like an art style that's more Mega Man 7-y and all Super Nintendo-y. And I just really liked how he looked as a child. And I just liked his whole, I guess, theme. Like, he looked like a cool guy because he was all fast and whatnot. And I like fast things, that is. Look at all that weapon energy. Ugh. Juicy weapon energy. I just like it when my health is all low and I get a giant weapon, like, no, not weapon, health up, what are those, health pellets, that's what I call them. And now we're at Bubble Man, and I forgot to mention that there will always be this little section between the stage and the actual boss. So, yeah, get used to it, they're in every game. Mega Man game, that is. Not every game, that'd be kind of weird. Here, Metal Man is Bubble Man's weakness, I think. Though I know he's weak to it, but I don't know if it's his actual weakness, but he's pretty easy to take out with it. So, that's what I did. And are those bubbles coming out of Mega Man's mouth? He's alive! He can breathe! And now we get equipped with the Bubble Lead, which is actually kinda useless. Yeah, it bounces off every enemy you use it against. Unless it's a Bubble Lead is only useful to take out, people like Heatman, actually, who has a weird design, not gonna lie. He's sorta a box. A flaming box is what I thought when I saw most of these Robot Masters in Mega Man the Power Fighters. So, and I couldn't really read that well, so I didn't know all of their names. So I just saw him as like some flaming box, and even as a child I thought it was kind of stupid. So, yeah. Don't fall in the lava, that's one hit KO, they're just as bad as the spikes. These enemies work just like the enemies in the first enemies you see in Elecman stage in the first Mega Man game. And there's something that I forgot to say when I actually did Elecman in Mega Man 1. His stage music sounds very similar to a Bon Jovi song. I forget the name. I didn't really look into it, so I don't really care. Reappearing and disappearing blocks, we meet again. And there's no real way to cheat that unless you have like item 1 or maybe 3, but there is a way to cheat the one in this stage that's coming up. For these walls, I guess you could use the Crash Bomb, but why would you use it? Because these block puzzles are kind of simple. See? Even I could do it. These enemies that you see flying out, you want to just wait until... You want to destroy them before they hit you into the pit. Here you use item 2 to cheat your way past the block puzzle. Yeah, not gonna be doing that anytime soon. Look at all that. Just use item 2, don't get the life, and you'll just be A-okay. if you go and get a life, there's going to be a block that appears right in front of where that life was, so you can't use the item 2 anymore. Yeah, it's pretty mean, Capcom, not gonna lie. But here we are at Heatman, and Bubble Lead is only useful for taking him out. It only bounces off of every other enemy that you use it on. Well, that and someone else that we're going to be coming up against. He killed me. Heatman's, his, strategy is to, anytime he gets hit, he turns into, like, the Human Torch, and he's like, flame on! And then he goes to where you were standing, just jump over him, and he'll shoot those 3 fireballs, flame on! And then shoot him, he goes Human Torch, shoot him, Human Torch, and you know, you get the drift. And he's pretty easy. Just gonna say that. But that's the only time that, well, this is the one of the only few times you'll see Bubble Lead in this playthrough. Hope you enjoyed seeing it. Oh, Dr. Light has a message. Here we go. Dr. Light Bulb. Item 1, finally. This item is like a flotation device. You create platforms that float in the air. And that just about does it for this part. See you guys in part 4, I believe. Yeah, part 4. See ya.